Hello friends, welcome back to some Phasmophobia. It's been a while. Today we're going to go ahead and do the challenge, the weekly challenge here, Paranormal Paparazzi. And yeah, we're going to give it a try. I don't think we'll have too much problems. Let's see if we can find that ghost. Yeah, so it's been a while since I've uploaded anything to this channel. I had some surgery, I got my wisdom teeth removed. And then just been busy with school and work and whatnot. But I'm happy to get back into some Phasmophobia because I missed a lot of stuff that happened over the past month. I think for this, we're going to go ahead, we'll bring in the camera, the notebook, and the not the EMF, but the spirit box. And I'm probably a little rusty at this game just because I haven't been playing for over a month, pretty much. So I'm kind of like brand new. I did see that we have a 2-minute waiting period before the ghost starts hunting, which will be nice. I should probably check for fuse boxes. We want to get that fuse box on just so we can turn lights on. Just because I don't want my sanity to drain too quickly. I should be flipping light switches as I go. But I think I'll be fine. One thing I'm not doing is I'm not looking into the room for ghost orbs. It could be that the ghost was in a room. What am I doing? Just keep that on. Alright, so let's go find a fuse box. Here it is. Alright. So now we just need to find where the ghost is. It could be there's a cursed object somewhere. We can use that cursed object to find the location of the ghost. Hopefully the ghost isn't up here. These are kind of like the worst rooms for the ghost to be in. Just because it takes so long to go back to the truck and then back up here. Because I'm playing by myself, which means I have to take all the equipment up myself. Seeing a ghost orb would be wonderful because then I know where the ghost is. So that's my hope. That's kind of my dream, is that I'm just going to catch a ghost orb here. One thing that's nice about the new camera is that it'll tell you when you're looking at ghost orbs. If you hit the record button, then it'll say, oh, there's something to record, and it'll record the ghost orb for you. So I'm really hoping that I'll see the ghost orb appear. Well, that's kind of interesting. You can see through the map a little bit there. So let's go back down, and let's see if I can find the ghost. Random toilet paper. You'll love to see it. Maybe we'll get lucky here. Some ghost orbs. Check down here. Not seeing it. I like to keep these lights on more than the other lights. Oh! Wait. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that, ghost orb. So if I go into my journal and I go to my media, we check our videos, I got the ghost orb. So the ghost is right here, and we already have ghost orb. So let's go ahead and check that off. So I can drop this off, and then hopefully it will choose to write in the book or throw the book. Either one I'll be happy with. Let's go ahead and go back to the truck. Maybe I'll collect a candle before I do the spirit box. I like to have candles with me for spirit box, just because then I can kind of get carried away with the spirit box, you know, and just ask it a whole bunch of questions. Otherwise, if you don't have a candle, you're just going to drain your sanity super fast while you're in the dark. Although, maybe in this game mode, yeah, we're not losing that much sanity. So maybe I'm being a little bit too concerned about my sanity. Let's take these for more evidence. We're only missing a couple pieces of evidence detection. I mean, we have a whole bunch of evidence checks, so we'll probably be fine. Was that the... Oh, okay, cool. Nice. I don't care too much about points, since this is just challenge mode. Let's pick up the bone now. Free $50. I love me some good money. Okay. So now that I have my candle here, I won't lose sanity as quickly. We can go ahead and we can ask it questions. Ha ha ha. Okay, we can ask it questions. How old are you? Are you near? Are you far? How old are you? Okay, so we have two pieces of evidence now. We have Ghost Orb and Spirit Box. That doesn't leave a lot of room for what it could be, right? Yeah, Mare Yokai or Onryo. So Onryo would be freezing. We can't check for freezing, unfortunately, because I don't think we have thermometers or EMF 5s. But we don't have to worry about EMF 5. Ghost Riding would be a mare, right? Yeah. No ghost riding yet. We should bring the second book up. Give it like double chances to write in a book. Also, maybe we can get it to hunt by having it blow out that candle. And if it hunts, then we can just pick Onryo. It's okay if we die. We just have to get the ghost right. So this will be a good Onryo test. And for Yokai, we could try to get it to hunt as well with the Spirit Box, and that'd probably be a good thing to do. Because what would Yokai be? I think Yokai would be not UV, it's dots. We do have a dots. Wait, what am I doing? I have dots right here. Okay, well I can just shine my dots. we'll see if it walks through the dots that I set down for it. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll just walk right through the dots. Do I walk through my dots? Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and run. I have like no stamina. What the heck, dude? Okay, is this a hiding spot? Yes. Okay. So that makes me think it's an Onryo. I am talking all the time. It could be a yokai, but I think I'm gonna say safe bet Onryo here. Do you think it's already done? This could be like super low difficulty. And it's already done. Nope. Okay. It must have gone upstairs because I don't even hear it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so that was a super quick first game. And let's go ahead and finish this one up, and we'll jump into the second. Alright, game number 2 of the challenge. We're going to go ahead and try the same thing we did last time. Let's go ahead and take the camera, the book, and the spirit box. I think those are a good trio to bring. Aren't they the best trio? I think so, right? Because we can't really use the UV when we're not in the room. And then same with the dots. We can't see the dots if we're not in the room. The only one that can happen when we're not in the room and we can see it later is the book. Technically, I guess the ghost could touch something with UV and you can run back in the room and catch it, but the timings are pretty tight on UV, so I pretty much consider that like you have to be in the room. Alright, so same strategy as before. We'll just walk around the house in the dark looking for a ghost orb. Wait, already? Did you see that? It started recording. There it is! Okay, alright. Super quick second game. Are you here? How old are you? Are you close? Are you near? How old are you? Alright, I wanted to take a quick shot at it. Let's go ahead and set this down. And we have our first piece of evidence, Ghost Orb. That's really nice. I'll mark that down in the journal. So we'll bring in the other evidence devices. I'll also take my lantern with me. Oh, which headgear is this? Oh, this is the flashlight headgear. Take UV. I wasn't even thinking about that. This is probably... Does this look better? So in OBS, I have settings that turn up the brightness, so you should be able to like see even in the dark. I can't see in the dark in my game, but if I like turn this off and I turn this off, it's like pitch black for me. I can barely see anything, but I think you can probably see things a little bit better than I can. So let's go ahead and we're gonna ignore the ghost and just climb up the stairs here and turn on the fuse box. Hopefully the fuse box isn't too far up. I don't know if the ghost can change rooms in this game mode. If it can, I probably should be running. In fact, I'll just go ahead and run. The fuse box is normally like just right here on this this wall. Is it going to be in the same spot as last time? Doesn't look like it. We got to go up even further. Looks like we have got to go all the way up. Did I miss it? I think I missed the fuse box. Oops, I think I missed the fuse box, everybody. Alright, well, back down we go. We got 2-minute grace period. I'm gonna eat all of that up right now, looking for the fuse box. But we have our lantern, so we shouldn't be losing any sanity. Really lucky to get Ghost Orb right in the beginning again. I really think, like, even in a regular playthrough, like starting with the camera looking for ghost orbs, it was powerful before the media update, but now that we have the media update where you don't even have to see the ghost orb anymore, the game will tell you you saw a ghost orb. I think, you know, just opening with camera has got to be the greatest way to go. I think I forgot one location for the fuse box is right here. So I was being super silly on that one. Let's check our book. Still no writing in the book. We'll go ahead and set some dots down, maybe, like, in that direction. We can bring in more dots, of course. I assume the ghost isn't moving. I assume it's still in here. I mean, that would be crazy if the ghost decided to leave. Yeah, we still got it. Oh, it just did a ghost breath event. Can turn some lights on. So it doesn't seem to be doing spirit box this time. Huh, I saw something on the ground. I thought it was a bone. I think I see bones on the ground all the time in this game. And I'm only ever right, like, once a game at most about seeing a bone on the ground. I don't know about you. I think we'll do another book to double the radius, and same with the dots. I want second dots. If they don't give us any salt, that's a shame, because salt is like one of the best ways to capture UV. I'm not sure if we're going to have a good way to get UV outside of maybe it touching like a window or something. All right, let's go ahead and set down this. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we really got the place covered in dots. Let me hit a light on. Still nothing on that book. Let's set a book down over here as well. There you go. Okay, so we gave it 2 options. It did turn on the TV. Not my favorite program. I think we should turn that off. Uh-oh, where's the remote? Where's the remote? Found it. Okay, got that one. We can do some more spirit boxing. It did blow out the candle. Oh, wait, it just touched the doors. This is our opportunity for UV, but I have no idea which door it touched. Yeah, I gotta check like all of these doors. I don't see any UV. Is this a hiding spot? Yes. Kind of makes me want to go ahead and cross off UV right now. Right? Because it would have, it definitely would have, there's no light switch over here, it's over here. It definitely would have left fingerprints, so I think we could probably cross off UV for now. Let's go ahead and get the lights off. Have this again. Let's just go ahead and talk. Hey Ghosty, how old are you? Are you friendly? Are you friendly? Are you friendly? Sorry, I'm not very creative with the questions I ask. I know there's a list of questions, so I normally just pick one that I know. It's like, are you friendly? How old are you? You are the youngest person ever. How old are you? How old are you? So we'll just sort of leave that going for now, I think. You don't have to ask it questions. You can just leave it going and it'll be fine. Have it? Oh, another door touch opportunity. And no UV. So Obake is on here, but for it to mask its UV twice in a row, I think that's hard to believe. So I'm inclined to say no to UV. And I might even say no to Spirit Box as well, though that one can get a little bit tough. Could be a Thay. Are you near? How old are you? 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 Yeah, probably not Spirit Box. Okay, I think it could still be dots, right? Yeah, in fact, it's most definitely dots. If it's not dots, then it's a Revenant. If it's ghost writing, I mean, it could be a Revenant. We can't test freezing and we can't test EMF 5. Oh, no. I thought for a second it wrote in the book. No book writing, no book throwing either. So we could be looking at a Revenant here. We might want to force a hunt. Oops, sorry, that's my cell phone going off, telling me to go to bed. But I'm not going to go to bed. Oh, there it is. There's a ghosty. I'm never going to bed. It did not turn off the brake. It's doing that again. But I think we've already been thoroughly... Oh, I wish I had my camera. These are like great ghost events. Did it change rooms? I mean, it really loves throwing that thing around. Okay, I think it's hunting. No? No, it's not. I can see the door still open. Never mind. I thought that was a hunt. Okay, I kind of want to hunt, though. Maybe I should, like, hide and dream of a hunt. I don't know if there are any cursed objects. If it was UV... Yeah. Could be Raiju. Could be Thay. Maybe it's Revenant. I think I'll just tell through a hunt. So maybe I can, like, force a hunt. I don't know. I don't know what the cursed object is in this game mode. We could go looking for it, though. You can look up, like, in the special challenge game modes, like, what the cursed object is. But I gotta be honest, I don't normally play on Point Hope. I'm not even sure if I know where the cursed objects are normally, so... We didn't get anything cool like incense, right? No. That would make this too much fun. Too easy. We'll take another lantern, though. Anything else worth having? Could take a camera. Why not? Okay, let's go look for a cursed object. Might be tarot. No? What are some other cursed objects? I think there's one in the game room, right? Is there one over here? No. Let's check in the game room. Isn't there like a Ouija board? No Ouija board this time. Let's switch to this so I'm preserving sanity. Oh wait, I think the voodoo doll's in here? No, not the voodoo doll. I thought this was the kids' room. I don't think there's a cursed object in the bathroom. Let's check in here. What do we got? Here's a mirror, but not the cursed mirror. Let's go off another flight. What do we got in here? No voodoo doll, though. Let's go up here. Ah, it is monkey's paw. I wish to trap the ghost. Okay, so that'll make it hunt in a minute. So let's get downstairs and into a safe room. So we have to turn off all of our equipment. So we only have a minute to get down there. I may be cutting it kind of close, actually. Wait, should I like hide back here? Maybe just for safety. Yeah, we'll like hide over here maybe, because I don't know if I have enough time to get down to my safe spot. Okay, so the ghost will run up, and it'll either be fast, in which case it's a Fae. Normal speed will mean Raiju or Yurei. Slow will mean Revenant. Okay, well now I feel kind of silly. Where's my ghost hunt? Nope, I hear it. Did you hear it? That sounds Revenant speed to me. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, so after that hunt, I'm pretty much convinced it's Revenant speed, so I think we'll go ahead and just leave and say Revenant. We'll move on to game number 3. This was a fun ghost. If it was Revenant, I wonder if I could have gotten any more evidence out of it. So it doesn't do dots. It should have written in the book, though. So I wonder if I can go back in there and check and see if it wrote in the book. I have a 20-second grace period before it hunts again, if it wants to hunt. So it's... Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just dead. It didn't write in either of the books. It does make me a little bit skeptical. A Revenant. If it was a mimic mimicking a Revenant, maybe I got that, but I think it's a Revenant. Just never wrote in the book. Yeah. It was a Revenant, though, so we got that one. Alright, let's move on to game number 3. Alright, game number 3. I think I'm liking the strategies we've been doing so far. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my camera again. This time we know the cursed object is Monkey's Paw. So we'll absolutely use that to get a quick hunt if we need it. We'll see. Hopefully we get another ghost orb ghost. That would be amazing. I'll be walking around with my camera, recording everything. And if we can find another ghost orb really quick, right off the bat, I would love that. That would be very good. Otherwise, you have to, like, listen for the ghost or catch it throwing something. That's a bit of a pain. I forgot to check for a fuse box in the first floor again, so I think I'm gonna be punished. Yes, I am, because there's no fuse box up here. Maybe there's another chance, but I don't really know. I'm kind of like running up here because I think I remember there being like a fuse box location up here, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the fuse box was probably much earlier on. I don't think there's going to be a fuse box up here, unfortunately. And it looks like no ghost orb, but there are a few rooms that I ran past in hopes that there would be a fuse box up here. So let's go back and check those rooms I ran past and see if they have a ghost orb in them. Because that would be nice. I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. I wish I had one more inventory slot so I could pick up the monkey's paw and take it down with me. But the one thing about cursed items is you can't put them in a sub spot right in your inventory. It has to be in your active hand. If you try to switch items while holding a cursed object, it won't go into your inventory. Instead, it'll just drop to the ground. But I couldn't tell if I heard the ghost throw something there. Ooh, maybe in here? One of the best ways to find a ghost is with the tier 3 EMF. I'm hearing things. I'm not seeing things. But also, I like live in a spooky neighborhood. So it's possible the things that I'm hearing are from my spooky neighborhood and not the ghost. Alright, so I don't think we're getting any luck with ghost orbs this time, so we'll have to change our strategy a little bit when looking for the ghost. One way to do that is I could trap the ghost and then the door would lock whichever room it's in. There's the bone right at the start again. That's nice. Let's go ahead and, since I walked all the way up and then back down. Okay, so it's not there. There's the fuse box. Huh. Yeah, I guess I don't know where it is. And let's go get more resources. Not that I think any of these will help me per se, but I would rather, since we know there's no ghost orb, I would rather walk around with a lantern, although we don't lose that much sanity. I'll take dots and UV with me as well. We can check for dots and UV, but this lantern I think is important for just preserving my sanity, which will aid me in finding the ghost. Now, I wish I had these stages more memorized. I think this boot is always here. That is not an artifact of a nearby ghost. This place is pretty beaten up. Now we're going to walk around. Just try to be a little more careful, a little more vigilant. I may even take a second to Alt-Tab out of the game and turn my PC volume up. There we go. So now I can really hear every little bit of sound. The only downside is... Oh, found the fuse box. Now the only downside is that when the ghost scares me, I'm going to get scared in real life because my sound is so loud. It's going to spook me. And I'm going to scream like a little girl, and then everyone's going to make fun of me. But that's just a reality, you know? That's just something we have to live with, you know? That's the price of being able to hear the ghost. So this is a room I thought, whoa, wait, look at that. We can see our breath in this room, which means this room is a little bit colder. I think this is our room. I don't know. Does the mirror count as a... Oh my gosh, that's so loud with the PC volume. I can't tell if this is turned on. Yeah, there we go. There's that sound again. I think that's just a lighthouse sound, though. Okay, let's go. I will do that one again. Let's go get more evidence detectors. What do you call them? The items that collect the evidences. We'll get more investigation tools. I need a light, though. I can't see where I'm going. Probably want to turn this light back on. Both of them. There we go. Maybe can I get away with... Oh, this one is locked. Oh, shoot. I was too greedy. I was wondering if I could have them all. I can't hide in here, though. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll pick those back up. We'll leave. So the tripod is like a cursed object because you can't put the tripod in your sub inventory, whatever you want to call it. The other tools that aren't in your main hand, on your belt, right? If you play in VR, they put the tools on your belt. So like the tripod doesn't fit on your belt. So if you try to like switch to a different object, then the tripod drops. So the tripod's kind of like a cursed object in that sense. Oh, live on camera. Ghost throws toilet paper. Okay, so we got that. Let's go ahead and get that in there. Okay, just a ghost event, but that spooked me. You can tell it's a ghost event, because I can do that. That's so spooky. Why'd they make the game so scary? Wait. I think they shut off the fusey box. And I forget where the fuse box was. It's right here. Okay. Back to investigation. Well, we have one piece of evidence. It's not a djinn. Because a djinn can't shut off the fuse box. That's helpful. This last ghost is a bit of a pain, I gotta say. Are you near? Are you close? How old are you? Okay. Ooh, spooky. Alright. So we have sphere box. And I don't think it touched this. Let's turn that light on. It hasn't touched the door. Maybe it will soon, though. Let's go ahead and... If you look up... If you look up when you're holding the UV, and then you press the drop button to drop the UV will point straight up at the door, and then it'll be right on the spot where the ghost touches it. I don't know why I ran into the ghost. I'm crazy, dude. I'm crazy. Note to self: don't walk into the ghost. That's not smart. Oh, it's writing in the book. So we have ghostwriting sphere box. It could be a mirror. Could be a Moroi, could be a Diogen. Being a Moroi is kind of scary, actually, because it did curse me earlier. So we could do a quick Moroi test, but honestly that would take too long. I think it's better just to look for a third piece of evidence, because Moroi would be freezing. So it turned off the light, so this is where we can do a quick UV check. Oh, okay, good. Alright, alright. Oh gosh. Okay, so it's not an Oni, we know that. I think... Let's go downstairs. Just because I want to be able to think for a second without the ghost doing stuff. Okay, so it's not UV, which takes out Pulte. Is it hunting? It is hunting, because I just tried to turn off that light and it did not turn off. Okay. 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 Well, we have a hiding spot. It's right here. We'll just go ahead and hide here. It's not a Diogen, right? Because it's hunting and it's not, like, zooming fast to our position. And a Diogen will always just zoom straight to you, so it's definitely not Diogen. Oh, so now we have Spirit Mare. If it was Orb, it would be Mare, but there's no Orb. If it was Dots, it would be Diogen, but we already know it's not a Diogen. So it's funny. It's between Spirit and Moroi. My thought is Spirit just because... It didn't sound super fast, although I don't know what my sanity is right now. If my sanity is super low, maybe it is a Moroi. But you'd think if I heard the ghost and my sanity was low, it would be super fast. It's not done hunting yet. We'll just close the bathroom door. And you can tell whether or not it's hunting if the light turns on or off. And of course if the front door unlocks, but we're not, you know, that's an obvious one. I mean, the ghost was kind of slow. I think it might be more. We'll see how low my sanity is. Okay, so it's done hunting. And then we'll just do a quick checky check. And if my sanity is super low... Okay, is it a Moroi or is it a Spirit? It's a tough call at this point. I think we just have to base it off the speed of the ghost. So I think I'm gonna have to be brave and run towards the ghost while it's hunting and see how fast it is. Because if it's a Moroi, it should be faster than a Spirit. Well, I don't want to run in. I don't want the ghost to see me, per se, when it's hunting, because that will cause it to speed up, and I won't be able to check its speed. I want its, you know, like, unfiltered speed. The speed without it seeing me. One thing I could do is this lantern test. Like I was talking about before, I heard the spirit box, so right now the Moroi curse would be draining my sanity, even though I have a lantern. Even though I'm standing in the light. So if my sanity drains a whole bunch, even though I'm in the light, even though I'm holding a lantern, then that means that I was cursed by Moroi. Because Moroi will just drain your sanity regardless of what you're doing inside the house. So, oh, it's hunting. So we'll just go ahead and do that. We could, if we're lucky, maybe it'll come down and we can just listen to it. But it would have a long way to go to walk down to us, so I doubt it. Because we're like at the opposite end of the house. It would have to choose to go downstairs, all the way downstairs. It can go anywhere it wants. It could do circles in the kitchen. It could go up to the top of the lighthouse. The idea of it coming down to us is pretty rare. And we could help it if we were to, like, you know, walk upstairs and jump on a radio. Well, let's just see what our sanity looks like. Then we'll decide if it's a spirit or Moroi. Alright, I'm gonna say spirit. I think it would have been running faster the first time if we were at 30. And I did hear a few footsteps, and our sanity didn't drain them much, so I think it's just a spirit. It was a Moroi, and I'm the biggest, dumbest guy in the world. Alright. Game number 4. Let's go. We're going into overtime. This is game number 4. Last time we got tricked by a Moroi. We got it down to Moroi and spirit, and the difference between those two ghosts, evidence-wise, is... right, EMF 5 and freezing. I should have just said Moroi. I was feeling Moroi. I changed it to spirit because I thought, oh, Moroi test. My sanity didn't go down that much. But I'm probably thinking of like a harder difficulty where your sanity drains faster. This is probably like 100% sanity drain, where I'm used to playing on 200% sanity drain. So I would have expected in like a minute to lose more sanity than that. So I think I was getting thrown off there by the natural sanity drain. And hopefully in this next game here, I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm just going to sort of let everything just kind of like come at me and not get tricked by my like particular knowledge of like specific game mode stuff. You know, if I just call a spade, I should be fine. I lose so many games because I start thinking like, oh, let's get clever with it, where I thought Moroi, I should have just went Moroi, but I tricked myself into thinking it was spirit. Happens all the time. Wait. It happened. Did you see it? Watch the camera. Watch the camera. The camera was picking up something to record. Ghost orb. The ghost is here. The ghost is right here. I forgot my tripod. Doesn't matter. Let's drop the book. And might as well, since we're here. Are you near? How old are you?
Taken away.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're back to we're back to Ghost Orb Spirit Box, which puts us at these ghosts right here. Dio, Yokai, Phantom, Wraith. Which I think we'll be able to tell some of these apart with the other evidences we have. And EMF 5 would be Wraith. We don't have any salt, unfortunately. Freezing, we don't have to worry about. So we're actually in a great situation. We can tell the other ghosts just by one more piece of evidence. So this is much better than the Spirit Moroi situation we were in last time. So let's go ahead and collect our other evidence-finding devices. Also, I should hit the fuse box if I see it. I'm like allergic to the fuse box today. I'm not even thinking about hitting it, even though that's like normally, there it is, the thing that I'm after first every time. I hit it. All right. Start getting these light switches on. One thing that would give a Wraith away is if it like started doing things next to me, even though I'm down here. Now, true, all ghosts can wander, but a Wraith will teleport to you, right? So it would be weird for the ghost to wander following me exactly all the way down to the bottom of the lighthouse. Okay, let's get our next 3 basic items. Lantern for sanity, and then the other 2 pieces of evidence. Finding devices. Detectors. I really need to figure out what the correct name for these are. Investigation tools. Evidence tools. Something like that. There's gotta be a nice word for it. Let's get to the top here. So, hopefully what I would like is to just get this, like, one more piece of evidence. Because I don't really want a long game number 4. Game number 3 felt kind of long. I think game number 4, now we're getting into, like, overtime. It's probably best to just kind of end this quickly. I'm sure anyone watching this, hopefully you're like tuning this out and focusing on your work, studying for your exams. You've probably finished your lunch at this point. Maybe this is just on in the background. Right in the book. Oh, it wrote in the book because it loves me. It's a Dio. Okay. Well, since it's a Dio, I mean, I gotta say hi, right? Oh, what should we wish for? If it's a Diogen. I guess we should wish for knowledge, right? Let's go down. And let's see. Where do I feel confident that I can loop a Dio? Can I loop it right here around the wine? Let's turn the light on, otherwise it's not gonna happen. Okay, Dio runs towards me, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and circle around like this. Okay, I wish for knowledge. Oh shoot. Oh, I didn't see it. I was hoping it would go to the... I realized I didn't know which way it was coming, and I just walked into it. Oh, I'm so silly. Oh well. Alright, well played, Dio. You win this one.
Welcome back.
What? Wait. Am I crazy? Ghost Orb, Spirit Box... Ghost writing. Wait. Ghost Orb, Spirit Box, Ghost writing. Oh no, I hit dots by mistake. No. Okay, well, let's go to game 5. Alright, game number 5. So, game 4, we messed up big time. I hit the wrong thing and I thought it was a Dio. No. And now well, I had some not so nice words to say to myself, and I said them all. And now it's a new dawn, it's a new day. Listen, we forgive ourselves, we grow as people. We're all allowed to make mistakes, and sometimes we make 2 mistakes in a row, and those 2 mistakes, they cost us precious time on this earth. But we have fun even in our mistakes, and that's why it's all worth it in the end. So let's go ahead and see if we can find a ghost with the ghost orb trick. I am not looking for the fuse box, but this time I decide to turn around and actually hit the fuse box because I'm thinking for once. See, I'm learning from my mistakes. So this is very important. That we make mistakes and then we learn from them. At this point, you know, I should just memorize all the ghost evidence instead of using the journal, right? Like if I just memorize them, then I wouldn't be misclicking in the journal. That's the true strat. I'm really gonna be sad if we don't get Ghost Orb this time. Just because we got Ghost Orb last time. Ghost Orb's such a freebie. Like knowing where the ghost is right off the bat. And we even got 3 evidence, and somehow I messed up 3 evidence. How did I mess up 3 evidence? I have no idea. Unfortunately, it looks like we will be without Ghost Orb this time. So we're gonna have to go ahead and walk all the way back down the Walk of Shame. And we'll have to pick up our lantern and look for the ghost orb the old-fashioned way. Does this lamp always start on, or is a ghost in this room and it turned it on? That's my question. I actually don't know in this map if this lamp always starts on. So that would be nice to know, because then I could rule out Mare and I would know where the ghost is. Let's go down for now, but we'll keep that in mind. And I'll go ahead and double check all of these rooms as I'm going down here. Not seeing anything. It's funny how I give a tip, something like, oh, you can throw the light at the door. This is just something that, you know, you learn from playing with other people who are better at the game than you, and they teach you this, and then you say to somebody else, but then you make a silly mistake. Like putting the wrong evidences in. Oh no. Yeah, so definitely shaking off the rust from my long break here, but I'm gonna get back into it. Alright, let's go ahead and drop our equipment off, and we'll pick up the other pieces of equipment. So we'll walk around with the lantern, and we'll walk around and just see if we can hear the ghost. Kind of like what we did in game number 2. Or maybe that was game number 3. I'm playing way too many games with this challenge mode right now. So we're gonna go ahead and just look for the ghost. Walk around with our lantern. We're just gonna keep an ear out for it. I have my volume turned up, so I heard the sink drip. Don't see or hear anything in this room. Oh, check the footage. When I did the Wish for Knowledge, was Zeogen still there? That would actually be the ultimate tell. I bet the one person who actually watched all the way, who was paying attention at that part, was yelling at their phone. You idiot, you put the wrong thing in. Those aren't the right ghosts. You're gonna get it wrong and make me watch another run. Okay, so let's see. So this light was on, and that was kind of making me think the ghost might be in here. But I'm not getting any ghost in here vibes. There's no breath, which makes me think it's not in here. The ghost is probably cooling the room it's in down pretty well at this point. We'll walk back up here. I'm not noticing any extra cold room. No extra cold room in here. Okay, let's start going back down. And at this point, the ghost should be in the room that's cold, I would imagine. We should be able to see our breath in the room the ghost is in, but not in an adjacent room. So let's just walk into them, see if we can see our breath. We could also try to use the monkey's paw to trap the ghost, but I have not had good luck with the monkey's paw today. Like when I use the monkey's paw, hasn't seemed to be much help. No breath in here. Alright, well, we'll keep looking for it. Did I see my breath for a second? No, so now I'm like trying to pay attention to my breath. This ghost, wherever it is being very annoying, being very stealthy. Kitchen ghost, perhaps? I don't see a lot of things thrown around for a kitchen ghost. Maybe it's a living room ghost? There's a pillow, but I think that pillow's always there. No breath. This room doesn't seem any colder. How about the bathroom? I don't see things thrown around in the bathroom. Well, shoot, at this point, maybe we do just use the monkey's paw to, like, see if we can trap the ghost, because I am not getting any hint of where the ghost is. And you know, when you're doing these challenge modes, you can just, like, re-roll, right? You don't have to finish them. You're not going to make that much money from completing them. Even though it's a challenge, it's only like times 1.0 multiplier. It's not really worth it to, like, even complete a run, like, successfully get a ghost and live. It's not your equipment. You're not going to lose any money when you die. So I just say, like, just restart the run and try again. But of course, you know, love the game as well, like me right now. I'm not taking my own advice. Ooh, bone. Nice. Got the bone. Bone acquired. I'm not taking my own advice. I'm going to keep doing this one. Just because I like the challenge. Sounds like Ghosty is hiding. Very annoying ghost. We'll come back up here. Really have no idea where the ghost is. Oh, wait, is the ghost in here? Yeah, okay, finally we see our breath. So the lantern being on, maybe that is unique. Can I set it? No, I can't set it here. So we'll go ahead and set it here. Stupid. We can do better. Maybe we'll set it over here facing this way. There we go. And I don't really have a good thing. Maybe this lantern will be good enough. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, that's right. So this, you can't really see it, but it's actually slanted a little bit. So if you try to do the locker trick, you see it doesn't actually work. So I'll just go ahead and step back, shine the light on both of them like that. Let's go get the rest of our equipment. So it was up there. Yeah, I just couldn't remember if that light is on all the time. And it's funny how, like, when you think about that, and it's like, no, why would that light be on? Why would that light ever be on? And you don't think of that till afterwards. It's like, yeah, okay, that's a good point. Why would that light ever be on? So it's just one of those, like weird things where it's like, you should know better. You should know better. Like, why do you think that thing would ever be on? Alright, let's grab the rest of our equipment. I don't want to flip any more light switches on because I feel like if I flip any more, I'm gonna blow a fuse. Then we'll have to turn the fuse box back on. Let's go ahead and climb up. No ghost orb in that one room. Unless I missed it the first time. I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind seeing a ghost orb. Because that's evidence. I'll take any evidence at this point. Give me any 3 pieces of evidence. Please. Okay. Next thing is the room is small, so it's gonna do ghosty things. Are you here? What? Are you here? How old are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Okay. So I think we can rule out. So pick the right ones, Frog Soda. Not Ghost Orb, not Spirit Box. It just touched this locker. And it's not UV either. Okay, so does that say Oni or Shade? Okay, so we got it down to Oni or Shade. So the question is, will it... Which would explain why it was so hard to find, right? If it was a Shade. So easy Shade check is just to see if it will do anything while I'm in the room with it. It did touch the door though, right? And I was in the room with it when it touched the door. And did it blow out the lantern when I was in the room with it? That would make me think Oni. I don't want to check through Oni blinks because I'm no good at that. Or was I... When I'm on the stairs, am I outside of the room? So let's see. Well, the thing about a Shade is that a Shade would be ghost writing, freezing, and EMF 5. So it should be writing in the ghost book, yeah? But it won't if I'm standing in the room with it. So let's just go get another book, and let's also get a bunch more candles. I think it might be a Shade. Yeah, I'm leaning towards this being a Shade now. That would explain why it was hard to find, because it wasn't doing any ghost actions when I was in the room with it. If I'm lucky, it'll just write in the book because it's more active when there are no people in the room. And when I go back up there, it'll have written in the book, and then I can just wish to kill myself, and we don't have to walk all the way down the stairs. So what are we doing? We're grabbing another book, and then let's grab 2 more of these. Alright, so if it's written in the book, then a Shade, we'll just use the monkey's paw to kill ourselves. And if it is not... If it didn't write in the book, if it didn't write in the book, then I guess that tells us nothing. If it throws the book, it's an Oni though, right? If it throws the book, it's an Oni. But I'm leaning towards Shade currently. Hopefully we have plenty of sanity. I feel like we do, because I'm pretty sure in this challenge mode, sanity drain is only like 100%, so we should have plenty of sanity. I don't think we are in any fear of it killing us before we get up there. I say that, but I'm gonna walk into it while I'm walking up here, and then we'll die and we'll gain no knowledge. It did write in the book. It is indeed a Shade. Okay, so I wish for knowledge. Nope, there it goes. And then again, the reason why I'm killing myself here is because I don't want to make the trip back down to the truck and press the button. It's quicker to just die and let the loading screen happen. I don't need the money. We'll get 5,000. Alright, so I'm going crazy. Game number 6. Game number 6. We no mess around. This is twice I get Moroi. Twice I get Moroi. Okay, Ghost Orb, right in the first room. Thank you. Right in the book, right now. Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Are you close? How old are you? How old are you? Are you near? How old are you? Are you close? How old are you? Are you near? Are you close? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? I'm not falling for it. You speak on Spirit Box. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Are you friendly? Are you friendly? Are you friendly? We're not crossing off Spirit Box. We've been burned too many times by Spirit Box. I'm taking one of these in with me. I'm switching things up a little bit. Whoops. Wait, did I? Is there? Huh? Ah. We're going in here with this thing. We're gonna drop it right here. Still here, Ghost Orb. Okay, we'll use that. And I guess I don't have anything else. I'll bring the other stuff in. Well, it's definitely in there because it's doing ghost. Was it? Did it just break the light bulb? I don't think that matters for us. Okay, let's take the UV. Let's take these dots. And then we'll go ahead and drop this here lantern. Ghosty, I came back. Ghosty, how are you? Do you want to do some dots? Are you near? Are you close? How old are you? Okay, you can do that. I'm into it. You can do it. There's a spirit box. Or not spirit box. Here's a fuse box. Similar to spirit box. There we go. We got some light. Okay, still hasn't written in the book yet. Turn that back on. Let's go grab more dots because it's a gigantic room. We could run around with the spirit box some more, hoping we strike gold. I really want to be sure this time that we don't have spirit box. I don't want to rule it out early. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get the go. Hello. Hello. UV, please. UV, please. Okay. I'm gonna cross that UV. It could be Obake though. Lying. Are you near? Are you close? How old are you? Okay, it doesn't seem to be an Onryo, right? Because an Onryo would just start killing me. So I think we can rule out an Onryo. We do have Ghost Orb. I really want to say no Spirit Box. Are you near? Are you close? How old are you? How old are you? Did I bring the second book in? No, I just brought in 2 of these guys. Let's bring another book in because this place is huge. We'll use both books. It'll double our chances of getting book. That would be nice. So let's do that. And if Yurei is on the table, then it should be messing with doors a lot. Actually, how's my sanity? Because it did mess with the door and I was right next to it, but my sanity's pretty high. Makes me think probably not Ure, but we'll see. I may have already made an incorrect assumption, and I'm going to get this one wrong too, because that's just the kind of night I'm having. So let's go ahead and we'll set this down over here on this side. And hopefully we can get it to do something soon. Aha! 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 Look at that! Look at that! It's Obake! It's Obake! So it was UV, it was lying. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6! Look at that! 6! 6! On run number 6, a hand with 6 fingers on it. It was meant to be. You know, this is a long walk to get here. This is a long, crazy walk to get here. But we got it. The game finally decided to bless me with something so nice. It said, here you go, you can have Obake handprint. Oh my gosh. And that's it. Challenge mode complete. 5,000 big ones deposited into our bank account, and that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you did actually watch, you're a saint, you're a legend. Oh my gosh. Better performances next time. I'll be the best Phasmo player. Until then, see you later.